Schwartz says, I really want to get my hands on that $9 million. Says he'll just cut loose and retire before he's 40.
Schwartz, the chip leader right now, will make the call for $650,000 more.
Forgot it's your blind. Just remind me next time.
Schwartz did shoot a dirty look to Demidov after he raised his blind. These two are heads up. Flop 5-7, Jack, all hearts, both with flush draws. Yvonne with a nut flush draw. Schwartz.
Same business.
First to act.
Check it out.
With a king of hearts. He checks it. Demidov with the ace of hearts checks.
Neither player wants to make a semi-bluff there.
All right, turn card now. Is another heart, so a flush for both. Demidov with a check mark with that nut flush.
Big trouble for Ilan Schwartz. The chip lead could change after this hand.
Schwartz with that king high flush that's no good. Bets just over 1 million chips. Demidov now with the check mark. Will raise it to 2.675 million.
Well, he pounces with the nuts. I thought Demidov might have smooth called there.
Schwartz will need 1.6 million to call. How could he not?
Oh, he can't go anywhere. King high flush, second nut flush.
He does call. River card now, 5 of spades. Demidov already with a check mark. Schwartz now checks.
Maybe looking for a check raise. It would be a disastrous check raise.
Doors wide open for Demidov to get maximum value out of this hand. He slides forward over 4 million chips.
And a tough spot for Ilan Schwartz. He can't put Demidov on a full house. And if he puts him on a flush, only the ace would beat him. I would have called an hour ago and made dinner reservations.
Schwartz giving this a lot of thought.
Does he want to come over the top?
No, he folds.
What a fold.
My goodness, and Demidov will take that big pot with a nut flush. Somehow Schwartz got away from it.
A court order couldn't have gotten me away from that.
Ivan?
Schwartz trying to get some indication from Demidov if he made the right fold.
This is a very good or very bad. King? Yeah, but he knows that.
Schwartz used to play chess outdoors very, very well. Now he plays poker indoors very, very well.
So a big laydown for Ilan Schwartz, but the correct one. He took a hit there, but he's still the chip leader. As you see on the E-Trade Financial chip count, Ivan Demidov inches closer to the top spot. The 3 short stacks, Reem, Marquis, and Kelly Kim. Kelly Kim with 725,000 chips, looking for some help right away. Gets no help from those cards. The blinds at 200 and 400,000. Action folds around to Craig Marquis, the second short stack. He looks down at pocket sevens.
All in.
Craig says now's the time, all in. Craig's mom Karen sitting between his sister and girlfriend. They watch anxiously. Ilan Schwartz, the chip leader, folds tray 4. Scott Montgomery with ace queen.
I don't think you can win at this level in a striped shirt. If Scott Montgomery proves me wrong, I'm happy for him.
They call.
He calls.
Oh.
Kelly Kim reacting to his shot at moving up the money ladder as Craig Marquis is at risk. Marquis with pocket sevens against ace queen.
Marquis has sat tight at this final table until he picked up a hand, and now he's in a coin flip for his tournament life.
There is Scott's dad, Craig, who came down from Canada.
Oh, I even got you double suited. You're totally crushed. No flush for you.
Oh yeah, I can't hit my 4 flush again. It would be only appropriate though. Ace Queen gave me the tournament. For it to take it away would be ironic.
He's talking about that big hand against Dean Hamrick.
All right, Marquis at risk. Here's the flop. 7, ace 10. Montgomery pairs his ace, but a set for Marquis as he tries to stay alive.
Huge flop for Craig Marquis. Montgomery would need runner now to knock him out.
Scott's dad sees his son fall further behind in the hand.
Isn't he kind of 10 or above? Any card 10 or above. And
Still got a lot of outs.
Not a lot of outs, running 10s, running aces, or running straight cards.
Running aces.
Turn card now. Oh, and there's one of the running straight cards, but Marquis still leads.
Never easy. That's all I gotta say.
At least I get a 6 sweat, right?
Marquis trying to avoid being the first person knocked out.
This actually looks familiar, right?
It was runner for Marquis against Hamrick that kept him alive.
With 4 outs, how could I possibly miss?
Yeah, right?
Only a king would knock Craig Marquis out.
River is a king! Oh, my! The Montgomery clan celebrates. Marquis, the first of the November 9 to go.
Marquis will not be the youngest ever to win the main event. That is Peter Eastgate's task alone now. 4 outs or a lot of outs for Scott Montgomery.
Kelly Kim guaranteed almost $400,000 more for just hanging around.
I'm a sick human being.
And Craig Marquis takes a horrific beat with class and grace.
Can we take a 5-minute break? I need to go change my pants now.
So Scott Montgomery scores the first knockout of this championship table. And they are no longer the November 9, 23-year-old Craig Marquis being saluted for his amazing run. He's out. The main event is down to 8. Welcome back to the World Series of Poker presented by Milwaukee's Best Light. And that is it. Kelly Kim, who joined this final table as the shortest of short stacks, has been knocked out in 8th place by Daros Suharto. Kelly managed to stay alive long enough to outlast Craig Marquis. His girlfriend Jocelyn certainly will be happy with the extra $360,000 he'll earn for 8th place.
The 31-year-old poker pro makes his second main event cash the payday of a lifetime. He's a main event millionaire.
Kelly certainly gave his many fans a thrill here tonight. He's watched the main event on TV for years, always dreamed he could be at the final table. How satisfying this accomplishment must be for Kelly Kim. And so we are down to 7 players on our E-Trade financial chip count. Ilan Schwartz has a slight edge over Ivan Demidov at the top. Chino Reem, a lot of work to do. The short stack right now, just $3 million in chips.
Mike Matiso preached patience today for Chino Reem, but Chino now running out of time to be patient with that short stack.
Action continues. It's on Daros Suharto from Toronto and on the Milwaukee's Best Light Pocket Cam. Ace-Queen offsuit.
A lot of comparisons between Daros and Chris Moneymaker. Both are accountants. Both worked for Deloitte & Touche. Moneymaker won a $40 online satellite into the main event. Suharto won an $80 online satellite into the main event.
Suharto raises to $1.1 million. Action on Demidov with pocket kings.
Keep giving the Russian cards. The Russians going to cause trouble for the Americans and the Canadians.
Demidov
Like 14 total.
asking for a count on Suharto's chip stack.
It's okay.
Demidov says, never mind. I'll take it down with or without a count.
Ivan in the small blind. Demidov will re-raise to $3.3 million. Now Suharto will need $2.2 million to call. He told us he considered himself very patient and trusts his reads, and he will make that call.
He's got that ace-queen. As you know, Doyle Brunson says it's trouble.
Heads up to the flop, and there's a king, a set for Demidov, and that flop totally missed Suharto. Demidov will bet it. Just over $3.1 million.
Ivan will not slow play his top set. Suharto proving that Texas Dolly is right about ace-queen.
But Daros has not folded yet. Does he believe, Ivan?
Raise
He announces raise.
5 million on top.
$5 million on top.
So that's like almost all in.
Not almost all in, but Daros maybe with $4.5 million left.
I'm all in.
Demidov will push.
Boy, and Daros isn't even done putting the chips in on his raise.
Suharto's friends and family know what a big moment this is.
Suharto's raise might have been a good bet if Demidov had, say, pocket queens or jacks, but he hit a